Our peaceful trading partners are not our enemies. They are our allies. We should beware of the demagogues who are ready to declare a trade war against our friends, weakening our economy, our national security, and the entire free world, all while cynically waving the American flag. The expansion of the international economy is not a foreign invasion. It is an American triumph, one we worked hard to achieve. Someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports. It looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. What eventually occurs is, first, homegrown industries start relying on government protection in the form of high tariffs. They stop competing and stop making the innovative management and technological changes they need to succeed in world markets. And then, while all this is going on, something even worse occurs. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. The result is more and more tariffs, higher and higher trade barriers, and less competition. So soon, because of the prices made artificially high by tariffs that subsidize inefficiency and poor management, people stop buying. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs.
Okay, so Ronald Reagan is breaking down tariffs, and I'm going to play another video later where you have members of the Republican Party really going after him about this stuff. But let me read a couple more, and I'm going to play that video for you. This is Rob Albright, and Rob Albright at RTA3569. Everybody show him some love. This is what he said. Thanks for up everyone's retirement, up our life savings, for ruining a fun weekend with basketball, etc. Some of us don't have time to wait on a recovery, and I voted for you. Fix it, stop the victory lap, and fix it. That was Rob. This is Nowherein OW. This is a Florida conservative. Stock market going down, losing my retirement. I voted for you, and it was a big mistake. I think they're suppressing some of these views because that had at noon had 42 views, and that's it. This is trying to inspire. And I know what people will probably say that support Trump. The first thing they're going to say is that these are paid people to go in there and disrupt. But every time that is something, something to disrupt, it just seems like they try to say it's fake or something like that, when that's not necessarily the case. These might be real people that are hurting right now. And sometimes you do have, paid people to go in there, but just remember, it's not always one way or the other. So this is trying to inspire at Real Donald Trump. Mr. President, I enthusiastically voted for you, but you are failing baby boomers with your constant flip-flopping on tariffs. Collectively today, those who are either retired or planning to will lose billions of dollars in their retirement accounts. Unfortunately, this is a byproduct of, like I said, this is what their plan was to do anyway. This is not a Republican or Democrat thing. This is an economics thing. For them to restructure and change up how the economy is ran and to run it as far as their image, they have to destroy it. So they're artificially sinking the economy. So, one thought is that so people that have a ton of money can buy everything cheap, and in a few years from now, bam, you make a ton of money. You get Tesla for $1, right, per stock, and then you sell it for $25 a stock. That's what they're thinking for down the line. But I'm thinking of more real estate, commercial real estate, stuff like that. Real estate investors are about to flourish under President Trump. They are. I don't like the way that they're doing it. And, my opinions on that are my opinions. You can see tons of my videos on that, but it is what it is. This is Slow Fevio and Slow Fevio 52059. I hate these names. It's so hard to pronounce them. They're so funny. Give them a follow. I voted for you 3 times, Mr. President. However, you decimated middle-class retirement funds with this trade war. I cannot support you any longer. You have crushed my ability to retire. I agree that things need to be negotiated and better deals need to be made, but we are paying. This is Craig Smith 3081. I voted for you 3 times, but I am completely appalled at what your self-inflicted tariffs are going to do to are doing to senior retirement accounts. We can't afford this recession, and recession is spelled wrong. That you're throwing the USA into. Everything you say tariff, we fall. Every time you say tariff, we fall several percentages. Stop it. 2026 election at risk. This is Maureen at Real Donald Trump, and she put in Elon Musk too. The market is absolutely tanking. How could you do this to the people who voted for you? I'm actually terrified to wake up tomorrow and to see if I have any retirement left. How could you do this to a struggling middle class? And that is just the gist of it. You know, a lot of people feel like this. And this is not the only one. And I'll read one more and then I'll go into the video. This is Tam M. Gall, Tammy. She says, I voted for you, but at 60 years old in my first year after retirement, your policy is killing me. Everything I've worked for just keeps dwindling away. So disappointing that you're banking everything for the future and screwing me and my family. That sounds like what they like to describe as socialism, right? Older people don't matter. It's all about the young people that can contribute to the workforce. Very interesting. And on a flip note, I got a top listener of Luther Vandross badge. All right, we're going to play the video with Republicans saying that they don't like the tariffs. Roll the tape.